We're on the 3rd floor of the Pandemonium, and I just want to know how much further I have to go. I want to know how long this goes on for. I need the little mall directory. I need the little thing that says, hey, you are here, and telling me how many floors there are. Just give me a little thing that says, oh, 5th floor, final boss, next to the GameStop and the Annie Ann's. Is this something I can read? No. High-powered bolt loader. Penetrating bolt, sure. Why not? I thought I was gonna load it myself. Well, interestingly, we do have a marker. So is this the final stage, or rather the final level of Pandemonium then? I feel like it's not gonna be that simple. I feel like it's not gonna be that straightforward. I love that I can get multiple sneak attacks off with the gun. You would think that they would hear the first shot and immediately just be awoken, aware that someone's shooting at them. Why is this all just floating away? That's so weird. Balancing-wise slash design-wise, I do still think it's odd that we can't go back to the Sigil Order to Artaeum once we arrive here. I get that they meant for it to be this kind of... Oh, I can hit this. Oh, and that was a bad idea. I get that they meant for this to be kind of like this point of no return, but you get so many of the crafting materials that you need for the reconstruction altar in Artaeum here in Pandemonium. I feel like we needed something here in Pandemonium in this kind of like point of no return to let us actually use those crafting options then. Oh no, oh, that was a bad idea. Did I just wake up the automatons? Did I just wake up the destroyer droids? Oh, I think I did. Granted, I don't know if they were awake before that. I don't know if they were already activated. Oh, that might have been a terrible idea for me. Oh, he's right here. He's like right here. He's not facing me. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Bad idea. Bad idea. And now I die. Yep. Alright, this is how I go. In a corner, just dead. Hold on. I don't think this is gonna be enough to save me, but... Oh, can I just become ethereal and just run through here? Can I just get to the next loading door? Oh god, I couldn't get up that ramp for a second. Did that work? I think it might have actually worked. I don't think that was the best way to do it. Definitely not the ideal way to do it, but you know what? I'm gonna take it. Traverse the void. Oh god. Wait. Okay, for a second I thought the destroyer droid was still trying to shoot me, still trying to kill me. Just through time, just through the void. It might be. I'm wondering if I can actually fall off stuff in the void. We're about to find out. Oh god, alright. Maybe I can fall off stuff. Maybe I can like be knocked off and die and... Oh god, alright. Oh, we got the Death Knight. Sometimes I feel a little bad just for spamming the gun, but then I remember just how dangerous these enemies are. I remember just how deadly they are. And I kind of get over it. I immediately no longer feel bad. I just... the janky-ass animation of having the very quick, like, oh, raise the gun, lower the gun, raise the gun, lower the gun. That's the only thing that feels weird about this in the end. I need you to not use those orbs, because those orbs are terrible. Really bad for my health, you know? Oh, god. Spirit necklace. Yeah, that's the one I already have, but I'm just gonna take another one, because Why not? I like this because now we've got an eliminator doll. Essentially, we're just going through and we're fighting the bosses that I had in the Nirn Tower, the Nirn Complex. Which now has me concerned I'm gonna fight another one of those lead dragons that absolutely terrified me, that just absolutely murdered me. You know how YouTube loves to make things darker? YouTube is gonna have an absolute field day with the Void. This is gonna look great, isn't it? This guy ran all the way back. I don't know where I'm gonna find him at this rate. Oh, I think I have to go all the way back to the beginning now. Close to it. Almost. Oh, almost dead. Oh, he of course decided to go invisible. Or ethereal. Oh, there we go. Alright. And did he just fall off? Well, he turned to mist, but I think he also fell off. Oh god, not another Death Knight. Are we just gonna do this again and again and again? We might. Real brave of me, real heroic of me. Just shoot him in the back. Repeatedly. There we go. Whew. Yeah, so you can find the ghostly remains, but they're really hard to pick out, especially here in the Void. Yeah, it's hard to see against the actual, like, flooring when it's in. And, yep, that's what I was thinking. They're just gonna stagger this between Death Knight, Eliminator Doll again and again and again, which, not necessarily my favorite. I feel like we gotta mix it up a little bit more with the enemies now, because now it's getting a little repetitive. Now, the other thing is, in theory, I could just run. I could just flee. If I decide I just don't want to deal with the constant Death Knights. Wait a second, did you just put 2 Death Knights? Oh no. Can I make this jump? I can. Doesn't really do anything, doesn't really slow them down at all, but I might just run. I might just flee. Right now, that seems like the key strategy. Find and confront Orphis, traverse the Void, defeat Orphis. Is that you, Orphis? Did I make it? I do like just the view outside his windows, I will say. You know, I kind of imagined you'd be taller. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh, Orphis barrier. I gotta shut down his barrier? Oh god, that one hit. What that? Alright. Note to self, maybe I should become ethereal. Damn it, I can't just shoot him. I tried. I really did. Now my best bet is I'm just gonna wanna hide behind this pillar for a second. Because he was throwing rocks at me from the center of the room, so if I just hide back here, would I be fine? And I could just slowly lower his barrier. Ooh! If I shoot the rock, oh, it just goes flying away. That's kind of cool. Oh god, there's another one. There's so much damage. I need you guys to just calm down for a second. My god. There's a lot going on. There's so much going on at once. Like, I'm trying to deal with the ads, and then the stuff is being thrown at me. There's a lot going on in this fight. I feel like you gotta choose, like, one mechanic at a time, dude. Oh, me shooting the rock doesn't actually do anything. Oh, okay, but didn't do as much damage that time. So the pillars are definitely at least part of the way to go. I feel like I just need the ads to calm down for a second. Is his barrier down? Nope, his barrier is not down. I was hoping. Oh god, don't tell me he just summoned another one of the Eliminator dolls. I think he did. Managed to dodge that one barrel at least. Oop. Okay, didn't hurt too much. That's good. Oh god, not an Eliminator doll. He summoned one of the Tormentors, one of the kind of like gargoyle Atronach things. I'm wondering if I drop his barrier, would it de-summon the Tormentor? Because that would be kind of tempting. Doesn't matter because Tormentor's down. I am going to focus on his shields for a second, just to see if that might de-summon the skeletons. I don't know if it would. Okay, yep, if I get staggered and hit by that blast, that's the killer. That's what really sucks. He just interrupted my shout! Wait, I can't even use my shout now! Oh my god. There we go. I'm gonna swap to Catalyst, just because it does slightly more damage than the gun, and it does have the benefit of the absorb health, it has the bash attack and everything, so maybe that's gonna be helpful right now. It's also one of the 3 artifacts. You know, it's one of the artifacts I was told to get for this, so go figure, might be useful. His barrier is almost down. Ooh, and that's gonna explode. That's gonna blow up. Ooh, almost. Come on, why is your barrier so strong at the last second? Oh, and here we go. I almost wish that I had a checkpoint. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save after the first stage. I would have loved had there been some sort of like autosaver checkpoint, and this is why. This is exactly why, because I don't want to redo that first stage. Just because I'm going to get insta-murdered, insta-ganked the second that the second stage starts. Oh god. Alright, yeah, trying to fight him melee, like trying to go up against him at close range might just be a terrible idea. Okay. Alright, was able to damage him a little bit. Maybe, just maybe I can do this at melee range. Maybe. Okay. Maybe not. That's absurd. I wish he didn't teleport away every 2 seconds. That'd be great. Oh, and he's behind me. What a sneaky asshole. And he slows me every time he does that, too. And I can't even see. I literally cannot see right now. And there he goes. Cool. We're just Archer versus Archer. Not really stealthy, not really sneak archers, but oh man, look at the difference in that health. Like the damage I'm doing to him versus the damage he's doing to me. No, you get back. You stay on your side of the room. Is he using the same bow as me? Is he also using the Catalyst bow? Because I think he's just absorbing my health with every attack. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure, yeah. This is very much one of those things where there's too much going on at once. Like, you need to choose between a couple different mechanics and not have them just trigger back to back to back and constantly, and I'm pretty sure that just insta-killed me. Yeah, it did. We're lowering the difficulty from expert to adept, because I lowered it for other enemies, because frankly, most of the other enemies throughout the mod were fine, even at a higher difficulty, even doing it at like a slightly harder level. This, however, I feel like this is such a jump. There's some similarities in the mechanics themselves. It's not letting me shout, it's not letting me shout at all. Like, they prepared us for mechanics, they did not prepare us for the amount of health. Or I guess they didn't prepare me for how many mechanics were going to be happening at once. Like, this is me trying to move. This is me trying to do anything right now. There's so few instances in which you can attack. There's so few openings, and that's why it's just frustrating. Oh no, oh, and once again with the insta-kill. It would help if there was enough time to do anything once he started that summon. It would help if there was enough time for me to even figure out what it was that I'm supposed to do before I just get insta-murdered. Frankly, I don't think lowering the difficulty mattered at all. I don't know if that helped at all whatsoever. Yeah, I get one hit, and he's just like, yeah, you know what? No, that's not fair. It's only fair when I hit you. Oh god, alright. And that's just gonna be all my health. Because the problem is that Ultima, one of the 3 artifacts I was told to get, this doesn't really do anything that helps in this fight. Walk on water and nullifies fall damage. I am not falling, and there's no water anywhere, so I really don't know what that's supposed to do for me. And even this Infinity, that sounds great and all, but it's not gonna banish him. It's not just gonna insta-kill him. Yeah, see? Resists time banish. So the only of the 3 artifacts that feels like it helps at all is Catalyst, which he's using against me anyway, which they warned about, but he absorbs way more health from me than I do from him. At least percentage-wise. The other problem I have is that him having the Catalyst bow also just means that he's going to heal himself. And with how much health he has, the last thing I want right now is him having the ability to heal. No, stop. That's the insta-kill. What do you want me to do during it? Okay, so not an insta-kill, but it does that much damage. Okay. Because what is my health? My health is 660, so whatever that attack is, it does almost 600 damage outright. Got it. Nope. And he's gonna do that again. You can hear the sound effect still going during this. I legitimately am not sure what I can do to stop it. It's not attacking him. It's not trying to stagger him. You know what I can use during this? You know what I can use to make sure I just survive this altogether, assuming that this actually works and assuming that it actually takes place in the next 10 seconds? I can use the shiny syrup, of which I only have 2, but immune to all damage for 10 seconds. Yeah. Oh, and look at that. Beautiful. It worked. Wish I had more of them. I really wish I did. We've gotten some damage on him now, so I'm happy about that. But now I have to make sure I don't let him heal up, because he's going to use Catalyst and I'm going to use Catalyst, and we're just going to Catalyst each other until the end of time. Moving down to Adept for this was absolutely the right call. Moving down to Adept difficulty, still crazy, but at least this is going slightly better for me now. When he's invisible, it seems like you can still do damage to him. Yeah, when he does that little teleport, he still does take damage, which I am happy about. I do like. Where is he? There he is. Once again, it's served me well so far. What if I just rely on the gun once more? I'm trying to use Catalyst. I'm trying to use these artifacts they gave me. Clearly, the best thing is still just the gun. Not even sure if I'm hitting it with some of this. Uh-oh. Oh no, where am I? Please tell me that I can heal up for a second. Oh, you. Alright. Yeah, if there was ever a time to heal and save, now is that time. This is insane. This is ridiculous. I do love that he just, you know, brought the entire place down. I think we fell to one of the lower levels, too. Like, that was cool. That I like. These elixirs are really gonna come in handy right now. I'm glad I saved them until now. I'm glad that I waited. Because I can also just use it to constantly have slow time. Which, there's better things I could have done. I could have done Dragon Aspect and then just stacked all of these shouts on top of each other. That would have been a better way to do this. I do recognize that. I am aware of that. You know what? What if we do that real fast? Yeah. Dragon Aspect and then we're just gonna murder him with all the shouts. I think that's gonna be the play right here. I think that's absolutely gonna be the right play. Now that I'm, you know, at the very end of the fight, too. Oh, here we go. I got my friend, I got my buddy now. Oh. Another stage? Oh, don't tell me that I used Dragon Aspect too soon. Oh, maybe I didn't want to use that yet. Oh my god, my health was so low there. Oh, Orphis, you stay back. You stay on your side of the room. We've been over this, buddy. One more hit. Oh. We did it. Teleport to Tamriel added. Ooh, 2 new tomes. Bend time. Slows everything around the caster for 8 seconds. The spell will not cast if the caster is staggering. Teleport the caster forward. The caster must be standing on the surface for the effect to work. And now we get his versions of the items as well. Azarax, Bloodbow, and Zero. That's me! Azarax bestows the wielder 2 unique powers. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be the exact same abilities as the ones that I have, which they did mention as well, like, hey, he's gonna have these artifacts, he's gonna have these items, but there we go. What I will say is I would have been better off had I started using Dragon Aspect sooner, but I'm also kind of glad that I saved it for the end, which then made that final stage of the fight go a little faster. Completed the final Cataclysm. Now, if I remember correctly... Yep. Read the magic letter and then prepare yourself to teleport to the Pandemonium. Wait, so I'm going back to Pandemonium? I'm not going somewhere else for this? We see that the threat has been quelled. The world and those who live in it are forever in your debt, even if they may not know it. This is the most we've involved ourselves in the world's matters to protect it since the inception of our order. Waging magic war across time has depleted our resources, but we have saved the last batch for you. Specifically, the last set of relics that remain in the vault of Moawida we give to you. It is an honor. What did they give me? Because I'm just looking and I'm suddenly over encumbered. They were just giving me stuff in the corner of the screen this entire time. One of our master scribe indicate a potential of great danger in the future. You must stop Ouroboros, greatest creation of the demigod, from awakening, for whoever controls the goddess of the beginning and the end controls reality. Go now, save the world and all who live in it. I just saved the world. You don't want to give me any time off? No. Hey, how's it going? You know what? Maybe Parthenax was right. Maybe we should just let this reality burn. I've restocked some potions, but before I go back to Pandemonium, let me just restock and see if I can do any crafting over in Artaeum. What do you think the people at Whiterun have to say? They just see me teleport out of the middle of the city. They're like, wait, what did they just do? What just happened? Oh, can I take stuff from here now without it being stealing? Yeah. Good to know. So it's no longer stealing if I take stuff from Artaeum. Once I, defeat the first boss, they're okay. They're like, yeah, you know what? Take what you want. Now we'll let you prepare. Now it's all yours. Now that you've proven yourself. Oh, hold on. I didn't see this before. Void Transistor. Oh, here we go. Choose an item to create Emerald Essence and Arcane Chart. For the Elixir, Fire Salts, Frost Salts, I can create an Arcane Chart with Glow Dust, Roll of Paper, okay. Oh, this is actually really good because I know that I can make Emerald Essence at the Restoration Altar above. Now what I want to know is, can I make the Shiny Potion, whatever it's called, the thing that makes me immune to all damage for a few seconds, because that would be really helpful. Also what I like is that this levels your conjuration skill. Using this, instead of raising smithing, it raises conjuration, so that's really cool. I realize there's probably going to be some, like, recipes for the Restoration Altar that I missed, but with what recipes I have and what resources I have, I think I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. But now what I wonder is, what's the change in difficulty gonna be, the step in difficulty gonna be from Orphis to the Ouroboros, the final boss? The one thing I'll say is I really hope that going to Pandemonium, this is a different Pandemonium. I hope I'm not just going through the same exact dungeon again. Oh, and away we go. Oh, it is different. I'm happy. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. That's what I wanted. I wonder if I could get a gem and, like, open up a portal or open up this... Oh, it's not really a door. I don't think it leads anywhere. After being in, you know, hallways, a more kind of enclosed structure, walking through here, going through this sort of, like, valley, this ruin right now, really nice contrast, really nice kind of change of pace. Yeah, see, this is when I like the Terminator bots, when they're dead, when they're buried. It should all be like that. Why did I have to say anything? Oh, God. Yep. I hear one already. Maybe I can just get around him? Oh, no, it's not the bots, it's just the Death Knights. Which I'd also like to walk around. I'd also like to avoid if I can, frankly. Actually, I don't think they're the Death Knights. I think they're different. Oh. Oh, they're gonna see me. Yeah. I think that's the, oh god. Oh, and down I go. I think that's the meteorite armor. I'm amazed I'm still alive, frankly. I'm happy I'm still alive, but I was expecting to be dead by now. Alright, and had a feeling I was gonna die, but... Alright, okay, alright, I'm dead already, I'm dead. Stop, please. They did say you wanted to be good at stealth, so I'm just gonna sneak through this, you know? I think I'm better off just not trying to fight just the entire army. I'll avoid having a 21 gun salute unloaded right into my face. Now, is this a door that I can use, or is this just a dead end? Okay. Ooh, I can use it. It was indeed for me. Really happy about that. Also, when it said unpowered gate, I was worried that it was going to be a thing of, oh, you have to restore power in order to use it. And frankly, I wasn't entirely ready for that. Ooh, okay. I think that's gonna be a still sleeping Terminator bot. Or it might be destroyed. I think it actually might just be destroyed. Nope, okay, I can disable this one. Let's do that. Oh. Oh, because it said search. No, it said search, not pickpocket. So no, it was already destroyed. Well, I didn't want to take a chance with it coming to life and just murdering me immediately, as they often do. Pandemonium the First, the Eternal Drain. Pretty sure that's what the first boss was doing to me, or rather what Orphis, the first final boss, was doing to me, just eternally draining me. And no, not as fun as it sounds. Wait a second, this looks a lot like the area that I already came through. Hold up. Wait. No, this wouldn't be, right? No, this is different. Summon Predator Beta, yeah. This has gotta be a different area. This has gotta be a different zone. I think it just looks similar. I'm pretty sure it just looks similar. Layout-wise, it might be like a copy and paste. It might just wind up being a very similar layout. So that might be why it looked so similar at first. And with the power of invisibility, I'm just gonna walk past all of you. They said be good at stealth. They said you wanted to be good at stealth, and... well, I'm not good at it, but I'm good at buying potions, so close enough. Because while I would be curious to... oh, I can't pickpocket him. While I would be curious to see how difficult they are, I also got my ass handed to me by the group of them outside. For a second, I thought they were fishing. The way that they were sitting there, the way that the spikes were coming off of the altar, I thought they might just be fishing. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, once again, you guessed it, re-up my invisibility because it only lasts for 30 seconds at a time, or something like that, so... that way I'm not just rushing through the room. Would love to do a sneak attack on them, but I already saw that it really doesn't do much damage, so... no. I'm just gonna go, I'm just gonna move on. You have a great day. One that involves no interaction with me at all. Alright, here we go, Pandemonium the Second. I can at least assume that there's gonna be 3 levels of Pandemonium like there were the first time, but... yeah, this does look pretty... kinda copy and paste from the first one. I'm almost assuming it's meant to be like, oh, this is, you know, the Pandemonium in another point in time, like either in the past or the future or something like that, but at the same time, I almost wish this was different rather than just having to walk through it a second full time, now with maybe some different enemies along the way. Oh god, I'm still just terrified by this section, whether in the future, the past, no matter where I am. Yeah, these guys still terrify me, and for very good reason, too. I almost like this more as a stealth section just because of how tense it feels. Wait, did I just go in a circle? No, wait a second, to the Pandemonium depth. The Aster Rebirth. This isn't where it's pointing me to go. Oh, wait. It's saying I had to go just all the way over there? I didn't have to go very far, I guess. I'm curious. I want to see this rebirth. Well, it sounds cool. It sounds a little... technical. Oh! Loose Specimen and Eternal Berserker. I'm gonna let you guys beat each other up. Alright, Loose Specimen 1. Oh, he heard me. And wow, he heard that. Alright. I was really hoping that, you know, I would just do that and then I just get the sneak attack on him. He's not too strong, though. He's not too bad. I thought he was gonna be a lot worse. I'm kinda glad that he wasn't. You know what? I'm glad I came down here. Did that not do it? There we go. Had to be the power attack, or at least I guess it had to be the heavy attack. Oh, oh no, 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 no. No, not now. God, I hate these guys. They're just so stupidly strong. Cavill the Black. I'm just gonna circle him. Just gonna try and circle him. If he can't shoot me, he can't kill me. Oh, good. Yep, just go for the stagger. Just finish him off. Whatever your weapon is, I want it. Whatever a lot of your weapons are, I want them, because they're kinda crazy. Stop this nonsense. Return my core or the Black Knight's will. Felia. Could take his skull. I could take all of his spells. Yeah, because that's what they're using. They're using the Azure Blast and everything to freeze the target. That's me. I'm the target. What if I just went back to being invisible again? What if I just went back to sneaking through here? I feel like that might be a much better idea. See, now this is really getting a little bit more... This is sci-fi-ish, a little bit more futuristic. Which it doesn't seem like I can actually get into any of these tubes, I don't think. But it's a cool little display. It's a cool little, like, thing to see. Looking at the local map, yeah, we have some sort of chamber back there, so I'm gonna try and get to that. I do personally feel like we needed some lower level enemies just kind of in the mix here, because having the armored troopers as kind of like the standard enemy when they do stagger you as much as they do, I don't know if I love that. I almost wish that they were mixed in with some of the skeletal enemies from earlier. Oh, requires a key. Alright. Did that break some of the floor open? Oh, it did. Okay. Oh, do I just want to go down? Do I not even need a key to get through here? Oh, that missed. Yeah, I think I just gotta work my way down here. Okay, there it is, the black key. Well, that's gonna be how I open that door. Question is, can I get back there? Oh, okay, so it all just kind of went in a loop. Oh no, and now the Annihilator knows I'm here. Alright. Oh, is that 3 Annihilators? I really hope not. Ooh, alright, I think one of them just walked on in, and this is gonna be terrible for me because I literally cannot survive this. The amount of damage that they do is insane. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna book it. After I take this potion with me. Thank you! Have a nice life, please fall into the goop for me. That would actually be insanely useful. I'm just gonna try and lead them out here. If I stay ahead of the Annihilators, they move a little slower, so I think I can kind of, like, stay one step ahead of them. I don't know if they know how to open doors. I don't know if they're capable of opening and closing doors. They probably are, but maybe it'll slow them down. Maybe I'll give myself a few seconds. Okay, so the black key did kind of open everything back up, I think. Yeah, it took me in a little bit of a circle, did give me some more potions, it did give me some more loot. Not sure if it was entirely worth it with how many Annihilators there were, but at least I saw where it all led. In that case, let me get back to regular Pandemonium. Let me go where I'm supposed to. Let me go fight the Snake God. Okay, so I did need to go down into the laboratory because this gate was unlocked with the black key. I would not have been able to get through here without the key. Got it. Pandemonium the Third, Shadowmaker. Yeah, kinda wish we had gotten a different dungeon. Kinda wish we didn't just go through Pandemonium a second time. It's different, I know, but not really. It's not entirely the same, but still, going through this longer dungeon pretty much twice in a row, not my favorite. Oh. Stop Zirella from freeing the Serpent God. I do wish we had some more story throughout this. I feel like that could have been a little helpful. I don't want to fight two Black Knights at once. Oh, and I'm frozen, and cool. You know what? Real great. Can I get a sneak attack on them? Or will they immediately detect me as part of the quest? They don't immediately detect me, but they kind of like break out of the stance. Wait a second, does the bridge disappear? Okay, I was backing up because I was just gonna go back up the bridge. I think the bridge disappears. Here's what I'll do. I'll get on the other side, I'll wait for the quest to start, and then I'll see what happens to the bridge. Like, now you see it, and yeah, it does raise. Got it. Well, that way you can't leave. It makes sense, because, you know, how many times are you in boss rooms where it locks down so you can't try and flee? That part makes sense, that I get. But I'm also trying not to get frozen by them, because that's what'll really get me. Oh, no, don't you knock me off, please. Oh, please, please, please. You have to be kidding me. Come on. I'm just gonna quickly try and take out the knights as quickly as I can, which it's not necessarily the easiest thing, but it's probably the best way to do it. And also stay away from the ledge. Or no! You're kidding me. It's been more than a day, so I could just go ahead and use Dragon Aspect, but I also don't want to start with Dragon Aspect just yet. Just because I want to save it for the actual fight against Zirella. Like, yes, her knights already kind of suck, but that'd be a waste to use it right now. Alright, and okay. Yep, I'm getting knocked down, but at least now I've positioned myself where they're not going to throw me off the map, because there's 3 ways you can get just tossed off. And I do have elixirs, so I could just go ahead and use those in order to get my shout back, but I'm saving those because I think I only have around 20 or so, which sounds like a lot, but I feel like it's just going to get used up pretty quickly. 1 shiny syrup for the immunity. Oh my god. Okay, that drained my health, and I'm back on the ground, and alright, this is a little bit much. This is a little overkill again. Alright, yep, and dead. Cool. Listen, I said I wanted to see the jump in difficulty from Orphis to this. I'm not even fighting Zirella yet when you think about it. I'm just fighting her 2 summons, her 2 mini-bosses. I haven't even gotten to fighting her. And this is how it's going so far. Well, and I was about to shout. I just used my elixir. I was just about to shout and just knocked back down, just kicked. Because why wouldn't I get kicked just right in the dick? This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Now what I want to see is, can I use the artifacts to make this fight easier? Ultima, I might be able to use it because it can walk on water. If they knock me into the water, I might be able to survive. Infinity, couldn't use it against Orphis. I might be able to use it against the Death Knights if nothing else. Dimensional Rip banishes everyone inside to the end of time. Yeah. Let's give that a shot. Let's see if that makes any difference at all. I'm gonna see if I can get all of them at once. Oh. You know, I kind of expected it to work against the Death Knights. I didn't expect it to work against Zirella. Sup? Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't gonna be as simple as defeat Zirella and good, you stopped Ouroboros from being freed. I had a feeling, but you know, now it's more exciting because if I had just zapped away Zirella and she disappeared, was gone from time, and then I won, that wouldn't be very fun. Now would it? I'm not gonna be able to zap you. Oh my god, okay. I'm not gonna be able to zap you away. But man, oh man, wouldn't that be funny. Yep, had a feeling. Well, I just wanted to try. You know, was worth a shot. Oh, you're a little tanky, aren't you? This is gonna be another instance of, oh god, did that just throw me off? Oh no, do not fall off right now. Oh, get back. Yeah, I'm not really gonna be able to stagger him. I am frozen again, that's gonna kill me. We're close to it. This might be another instance of wanting to just back up and resort to gun violence. That's what I'm learning from this. I'm learning that, honestly, you know, gun violence is good in Skyrim. But pretty much only in Skyrim or video games. Oh, and he healed to full. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go all out. We are gonna do dragon aspect, marked for death, slow time, everything that I can to just absolutely demolish him. And in theory, I could then go and just use my elixir to make this even easier, because then I'd be able to immediately have my my shout available again. You know what? I'm gonna do that. That's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Ebon Flesh and Elixir. Oh, or I could get knocked to the ground immediately. That's also fine. That's also an option. Okie dokes. Where's my ancient dragonborn friend? Did he already leave? Is he already gone? Fortunately, I'm also wearing the amulet that makes the discharging spheres not do anything, so that's gonna make things a little easier too. Man, without that though, this would be dreadful. Without that amulet, this would be a lot worse. I don't think that hit him because he moved and he's throwing me around like a ragdoll, yeah. Pretty sure my ancient dragonborn just was killed immediately. He might still be around here for all I know. I do want to say, I do love the elixir giving you the instant cooldown for, your shout. I think that's really fun. I think that was actually really necessary for this mod in general. It gives you so much more that you can do with your abilities, with shouts, trying to combine them and whatnot. Oh, can I move? Almost I can kind of move, sort of. Heal up, and... Of course, I'm frozen as he dies. Of course, I got frozen right as he went down. Not gonna be able to loot him, am I? Power Tome, Summon Ouroboros added. Teleport back to Tamriel. Alright. Back to Tamriel. Completed the Serpent God Ouroboros. We did it. We saved the city slash universe slash all of time in existence. The final Cataclysm reminds me a lot of older style games, focused more on longer dungeons, boss rushes, and stuff of that nature. It also feels a bit more reminiscent of the older Elder Scrolls games, like Arena and Daggerfall, in regards to the length of its dungeons. My favorite section of the mod was, weirdly enough, the Nirn Monolith, which you could skip in its entirety. The 3 artifacts that you gather from here are completely optional. I felt like there was some good variety in the Monolith section, and it felt like a very natural way to start off the mod, as it introduces you to some of the enemy types that you'll encounter later on. If you do play the final Cataclysm, I recommend going through this section. Just be warned that you only have one shot to do it. If you try to go back to Skyrim, it'll fail the rest of the zone, and you'll have to proceed directly to Pandemonium. While Pandemonium is the bulk of where the mod is meant to take place, I didn't find it as fun as the Monolith. I felt that the Monolith interior had a better designed dungeon, and it did flow a bit better too. Pandemonium really dragged on for me, and I don't feel like it needed to be as large as it was. Towards the end, it felt like they were just throwing more enemies at you for the sake of it. By the time I reached Orphis, the first of the final bosses, I was really ready to be done with Pandemonium and the Void, as they had gotten a bit repetitive for me. Even knowing that there was going to be a bonus quest after defeating Orphis, it still felt odd story-wise. The Psijic Order reaches out to you and tells you that Orphis, this demigod, is the greatest threat and has to be stopped. Cool, I'll just go in and kill him. Mission accomplished. And then you return to Skyrim and the Psijic Order says, yeah, thanks for that, but we forgot to mention there's someone worse. This snake god that will destroy the world, so go get to it. Narratively, it just didn't flow very well. And in order to get to Ouroboros, we then have to go through the 3 stages of Pandemonium again, albeit now with a new bonus basement level. The idea of revisiting Pandemonium at a different point in the timeline was really cool, seeing how even though the layout hadn't changed, there's different enemies, an underground laboratory, and so on. I feel like it needed to be condensed though, as making us go through the entirety of the dungeon again, with the 3 main floors being largely unchanged, isn't really that exciting. It feels a bit more copy and paste at that point. Now, let's talk about the bosses themselves. The final Cataclysm does something that I wish Skyrim had done. Put much more emphasis on the boss fights. We get these cool mechanics in just about every fight, from the first time that we go against the Death Knight to the Lead Dragon, the Tormentors, and then our final bosses of Orphis and Ouroboros. And in theory, these mechanics work really well. In practice, some of them felt a bit overbearing. Having these attacks that could freeze you in place occurred way too often. Being able to get knocked to the ground by the Death Knights needed some sort of cooldown. The mod makes you incapacitated way too often, which would be much less of an issue if not for the sheer amount of damage that you take while you're on the ground or can't move at all. In the Orphis fight, there was a lot going on at once, and at times it would be hard to come up with a strategy as multiple mechanics would be happening at the same time. Orphis needed to not teleport every other attack. He needed to have a limit on how much he could stun lock you. It just became this back and forth of hitting him once, get staggered, having him teleport behind you, and repeat. And admittedly, by the time I got to Zirella and Ouroboros, it was starting to feel a bit repetitive. I think a lot of these boss fights could work better with some changes to the damage numbers. It just feels so disconnected from anything that you would expect from the rest of the game. And yes, this is meant to be a challenging mod. I get that. I think even so, it would benefit from some of these numbers being turned down just a bit. But I also think some of this comes from me being a more casual, more average player. I'd actually be really curious to hear from people who go out of their way to make insanely overpowered, over-the-top, min-maxed builds. I'd want to know if the final Cataclysm felt a bit balanced if you were playing like that, or if it still felt a bit punitive. One thing that I really liked about the mod was the loot and the new gear. The new potions such as the elixir which restored your shout cooldown, having Ebon Flesh and Iron Flesh potions was a great touch, as you could really up your armor rating with these. Or the potion to give damage immunity for 10 seconds. I do feel like these potions help to mitigate some of the high damage numbers. However, the immunity potion was really rare, and I didn't find a recipe for it either, so it wasn't something that I got to use much. It did really help out the one time I used it against Orphis though. The new weapons were fun. Not super lore friendly, mind you, but fun. The P90 crossbow carried me throughout this, between its high damage number, fire rate, and stagger. I do kinda wish the model had been not just a real-world gun with part of a crossbow slapped on. It's funny, but also not really Elder Scrolls-ish. I think the mod will be especially fun for more Magicka-focused characters out there, just because of the sheer amount of new spells added in. If you're not playing a mage or more magic-focused character, a lot of these spells will be harder to use, given their higher Magicka cost. Ultimately, there's some things that I had a lot of fun with. The new weapons, the new destructible pieces of the environments, and some of the dungeons were really well designed. But I ultimately don't know if this is really the mod for me. It takes a bit of a Dark Souls approach to some of the fights and encounters, but I don't think that always translates very well to Skyrim. And if you've played this yourself, I'd love to know your thoughts. How did you find the bosses, the mechanics, and so on? But that's gonna be all for today. As always, thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the Patreon or the YouTube memberships. And if you'd like to watch me play something other than Skyrim, make sure to check out the streams at twitch.tv/0periodproductions. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.